Did you know that every year in the U.S. we dispose of approximately 2 billion used batteries, 700,000 junked cars, 1.6 billion disposable pens, 15 million tons of food, and 16 billion disposable diapers? And that's just household waste. Take a guess. How much hazardous waste do you think is produced in this country every year? A. 500,000 tons, B. 2.8 million tons, C. 28 million tons, or D. 280 million tons? Correct. Recent figures estimate almost 280 million tons of hazardous waste are produced in 1 year.
Have you ever thought about what life would be like if there were no more landfill capacity? What if there was no control over the disposal of hazardous waste? How would your life change if your water supply were contaminated?
Years ago, before there were laws to control how substances were handled, hazardous waste was simply dumped on the ground, buried, or discharged into rivers, lakes, or other bodies of water. As a result, thousands of hazardous waste sites emerged throughout the country. In 1970, responding to growing public demand for cleaner air, water, and land, the White House and Congress established the EPA. This was the first government structure created to repair damage already done to the natural environment and to establish criteria for making a cleaner environment a reality. Over 30 years later, its mission continues to protect health and to safeguard the natural environment, air, water, and land upon which life depends. With over 18,000 employees in offices and labs throughout the country, the EPA works closely with other federal agencies, state and local governments, and Indian tribes to develop and enforce regulations under existing environmental laws, performs research and sets national standards for a variety of environmental programs, and works with industries and governments in a variety of voluntary pollution prevention programs and energy conservation efforts. The EPA has passed numerous environmental laws and regulations. As a result, releases from smokestacks, wastewater treatment facilities, and solid and hazardous wastes to the environment have been significantly reduced. This course will provide you with an overview of the most significant regulations, many of which affect you every day. The primary regulatory requirement addressed in this course is 40 Code of Federal Regulations, CFR, Protection of the Environment. Click the EPA Factoid button to learn more. After successfully completing this course, you will be able to specify the purpose of the National Environmental Policy Act, define the purpose of the Toxic Substances Control Act, specify the purpose of the Resource Conservation and Recovery Act, and specify the purpose of the Comprehensive Environmental Response, Compensation, and Liability Act, also known as Superfund.